Hello there, how you doing? Jeff D, AIMCBizSolutions.com, founder, Mass Professional Networking, for a marketing tip of the week. But actually, this is more like a networking tip of the week. So we're going to talk today a little bit about active listening at a networking event. So let me create a story here. Have you ever gone to a networking event and you notice that the person that you're talking to, or at least trying to talk to, is not there? It looks like they're in space. They're looking around. They're not they're looking at their watch even, or their phone. Let's hope not. But they're just not simply there. Now, what's your thought process on that? You're thinking maybe this is not a good discussion. You may move on. Or how about the other way around, where you're talking, you're giving your pitch or whatever, you're talking about a project you're working on, and they are, all they're thinking about is the response and not listening to anything they say, and they respond with something where, what the heck did that come from? Left field? What were they thinking? You're talking about health and wellness, and they bring up cars. And that's happened a lot. Over the years, I've run networking events. I've seen some scenarios where active listening is not really there. Everyone's thinking about the transaction. And we've talked about this in other videos and education sessions about, active listening and, the concept of networking and making sure you have an interactive two-way conversation with each other and your full attention is with that person. Now, when you're at a networking event, we always talk about also standing in a V concept because that invites others in there. But there may be times that you're in a conversation with someone and you want to be there. You want to listen to what they have to say. You nod an acknowledgement. You pause, and then when there's a pause, you interact and speak. It's just the best concept there for when it comes to networking at events. Because I think what happens is, and I know I understand it. You're there, trying to meet people, you're meeting potential clients or looking for a job. You have your own, you know, plan, right? When you go to a networking event, we talk about plans, but in reality, you're there to build relationships, and to build a know, like, and trust with others is to be a great listener. Listen to what they have to say. Now, notice to yourself when you're speaking what they do. Now, if it looks like they're going off on space, maybe your pitch is too long. So, and this goes back to being in, understanding where you are in that discussion and in an active discussion. Not to go on a tangent here. I've met people at a gym. Listen to me, at a networking event or at the gym, because you do network at gyms, and they don't even know what my name is at the end. They just talk for 10 minutes, active talker, not active listener, or they're not acknowledging that I'm in space, and they just keep going and then they walk away. You're like, okay, that was the waste of 10 minutes of my time right there. So that it kind of goes both ways. So it's more like interacting with each other, asking questions of each other versus, telling somebody something, ask them a question and listen to them and have all two ears. Don't assume anything when you meet somebody at a networking event, and they're gonna want like what you have to say. So I think it really comes down to knowing where you are in a conversation and listening. You have two ears, you have one mouth for a reason. Listen more, talk less, right? Give the right acknowledgement and show that you care. That way you build that trust with each other. And believe me, if you see that person again at a future event, because we do that a lot with mass professional networking, between 40-50% of the attendees have gone to a previous event. They're going to like you and trust you, and they're going to have continued conversations, and maybe at some point there'll be a great referral, right? So don't go there thinking transaction, go there thinking relationships, and be an active listener, and you'll have an amazing time, a very lucrative time at a future networking event. Have a great day. Jeff D, AIMCBizSolutions.com.